About 2 years ago, a friend of mine fell ill. And at first he didn't take it so serious. But eventually it got to him and he had to go for diagnosis and he had to check and see what he was suffering from. So he tried about 2 or 3 places, but all this time as he went for checkup and the doctors telling him you can't see anything that's wrong with you, he kept on getting a lot of pricks and he got about 9 to 10 pricks all the time as he was being checked. So with time, as he went to a final clinic where he went for checkup, they realized he had malaria. And to him was like, oh my God, I didn't know it was malaria all this time. But that wasn't enough. What caught his attention during that time as he tried to know what he was suffering from was this child that's crying, a child that struggled with a parent. As the child was being pricked, this pain that the child had, that you could see the child's eyes, as it struggled with the parent, and the parent had to hold the child between the legs in order to get the blood test from this child, caught his attention. And this flagged out an idea to him. The idea of the possibility to diagnose numerous diseases using his smartphone. So as he shared this idea with me, we sat down and looked at the various diseases people suffer from. The various diseases people need to know if they have or don't have at all times. And we know it here in Africa that it's quite even abnormal for you to survive in Africa without having malaria. You cannot be in Africa without having it at all. So we narrowed down to what if there's a possibility? The possibility to diagnose malaria without breaking and using a smartphone. So as we discussed about it, we went ahead and researched. Malaria has been noted to be the most deadly and yet underestimated disease in the whole world. Malaria kills about 660,000 people annually. 300 million cases are reported annually of people having malaria. And about 85% of these cases and of the deaths that we have are children to the age of 5 years. So, the statistics look overwhelming. But the question is, why don't we as Africans, as people in Africa, consider malaria to be a very deadly killer disease? How many of you do you think malaria is a killer disease in this place? Wow, I can see a few hands. Wow, that's great. Malaria in Africa, by the time a child is 5 years of age, they've had a relapse of malaria about 10 to 9 times. So as the child grows and matures, the immunity is also growing against malaria, meaning the less chances of you to die from malaria if you've grown beyond 5 years. But that's just a fraction of the age of the children that survives. Most children that die are below the ages of 5. The most cases that are reported of stillbirth and less weight birth among women caused by malaria. And yet, as the people that are affected with the disease, especially in the sub-Saharan Africa, we are the least concerned about this disease. Most of the support and aid and all the technology that is brought up comes from foreign countries. That's what raises a concern. So, as we realize all this is happening, we decided to work on something new. Something that we call Matibabu. Matibabu is a Swahili word to mean treatment. Matibabu has both a hardware and a software. So the hardware is this equipment that I worked with today. We have this device where you place your finger. So as I can show you, we have this device. So this device that we refer to as a microscope, you place there your finger. This device has a light sensor. There's a source of red light that protects through your finger, and a magnetic that helps orient your cells if you're infected. With this device, we're able to tell the malaria status, either if you're positive or negative. So as I'm demonstrating, you can see with this device, when you press it, you can put in your finger. Then you'll need to connect this device to your phone, so the readings are displayed on your phone. So since I'm going to use my phone, so I have the phone. So the phone has an application that comes with it. So the application is able to provide extra information. As long as after diagnosing using the device and connecting your finger, the application on the phone will show your readings. So the device acts as a microscope in this case, and the phone acts as the final medical results you get from the clinic. So these readings, you can either save them for your purposes, you can share these readings with your personal doctor for better prescription of the medicine you can use, and it also comes with other extra features as an application. It has a prevention tool that gives information how to prevent malaria, but also it includes a very cool tool that will help you to repel mosquitoes in the place around you when you cannot be under a mosquito net. So this repellent you can use either on your dining table or in your reading room. And now you may be thinking, what are the benefits? The benefits with this whole device and package is that it saves time. The diagnosis is done within a minute. Currently, the diagnosis takes about 30 minutes to know either if you have malaria or not. This device can be carried around anywhere. It is reusable. You can use it as you, your family, and your friends. At the same time, with this device, you do not have to be pricked. It does a non-invasive diagnosis, where you do not have to take a blood sample to know if you have malaria. Right now, we have an accuracy of about 60%, and we assure you that there will be an accuracy of about 99% with our final product when it's complete. So, we believe and know that there is nothing greater than an African solution for an African problem. So together, we can end malaria. Thank you.